Welcome to Poets from the Neighborhood. My name is Kristen Kindoll.
And I'm Sandy Coomer. We hope you'll enjoy the poems we'll be reading today. Poems written by your friends and neighbors. I wrote this first poem, and it's called Murmurs. They call it phenomenon. Thousands of starlings swoop and bend in a frenzied sky dance. They split the column of air current and breeze, dip beneath the tree line and rise again. The blue-black wave, a single entity, not a separation of bodies, distinct and individual. They call it murmuration. Thousands of starlings diving, surging, all turning toward the center with wings wild, riotous. Each single bird mimics the others until they are not separate, not solo. They are spirit, they are collection, they are anthology of light, they are sweep of skylight. They call it scale-free correlation, an equation that biology can't justify, a secret network transformation as the starlings pulse and pause, twist the plane of this dimension to a force undisclosed. They are album, they are symphony, they are circuit and unity, they are whisper, sigh, they are shout, surprise.
Grief 2 by Susie Margaret Ross. I welcome grief. It gives me permission to withdraw, to cry. It gives me space to recognize loss. It gives me the shelter of silence.
Poncho on his ability to maintain a good life by S.R. Lee. I understand practical cooperation is worth the trouble. Humans know what they want, and so do I. Stand still, walk slowly, trot, canter on request, take the small jump as lightly as possible. They will not ask a small pony for a higher jump than feasible, for the rider is probably small also, should not be jumping at all, could not turn me should I run on up to the barn. But I won't. These riding lessons are not long, not like those when I was younger, when we went to shows, when practice sessions were serious, longer, even with a 6-year-old rider. Now I'm old. Those children are tall. I'm out at pasture, just called on for occasional pleasures, visiting grandchildren. Meanwhile, the grass is green. There's a little grain each day in my feed bucket. The stable is cool on hot summer days, warm enough for cold winter nights. The watering trough is always fresh. My horse companions are snobbish, but do not nip at me. So I believe that if I cooperate, and believe me, I know how, then this comfortable life may continue. Big pastures, knowledgeable caretakers, veterinarian checkup, attention from the farrier. Interruptions of my peaceful days are quite rare. Life will go on and on and on, just right, although my eye is always slightly suspicious. My humans are not fools. They would love to be loved. Instead of love, I offer an excellent quality of cooperation.
New Applebuds of Spring by Nanette L. Avery. Mrs. Clampton sat at the little teak table, shrugging her shoulders. She loosened her vocabulary and puckered her brow. Privacy was secrecy from intrusion. Nothing you heard was true. No more lovely shades of writing paper. Like a fountain pen, they were gone. Her early intimacy with cooking was a collection of paper recipes. Her passion with the grand piano was as far as the constellations. She was the mistress of disappointments, where brave deeds formed dust patterns, and low swing chairs told of old stories. In the back row of the movie theater, she liked her meals at regular intervals and assured the proportions were satisfactory. She got rid of her wristwatch and forgoes the afternoon teas. Mrs. Clampton sat at the little teak table, having arranged the newly budding flowers. Let me try, she thought with an uneven disposition, and fingered the iPhone like a schoolgirl.
Say It with Sparkles by VeerajaR. Why would you hold back not saying even simple thanks? Not going to cost you anything, but it's priceless for those toiling selfless. Do not take them for granted. When your head hits the pillow tonight, just think for a second what blessings others brought. Even a nod reckoning you. Why be pretentious? If I entitled and deserve more, it's better late than never. They won't hear you when in the grave. Time's gone to rest. Do say it loud, with sparkles in the eyes. Roll the words, forming silky sheen, smooth, choking from your heart. Spit them, priceless pearls. Say thank you.
Turning 40 by Schujahn. Without the circumstantial pomp, no great fanfare to mark the day, upon this globe an orbital romp. 40 times I've passed this way. Some say a midpoint has been met. A hill to summit now descend. The race is halfway done. And yet, this aged frame stands in contempt. It matters not how slow the gait, or prescribed fiber in the bowl. I'm still the master of my fate, the gray-haired captain of my soul. Thank you for watching Poets from the Neighborhood. We hope you'll join us again soon.